Welcome back to episode 3 of the Strive Hive podcast. I'm your host, Jagger Igdashevsky, along with my co-host, Thomas. How are we doing today, Thomas?
Pretty good. Had a pretty good past week also, but today it's been pretty low key. Hit the gym today, mowed the lawn. The
Right
huge,
on. Nice. The huge.
the huge.
Gotta be. Has to
Oh
be.
yeah, it's got to be. What else would it be?
I don't know. I don't know. All right.
Alrighty.
So
How's your
yeah,
week
let's
been,
let's
bud?
my week's been pretty good. Busy with my job. Worked about 41 hours this last week, and then I
Yeah.
had my second football game on Saturday. We lost a decent margin. It was 38-0.
This-
Yeah. Yikes. But
Yikes.
your boy was put in at linebacker and got 8 tackles and a sack. And
Yeah.
I think I had a very good game. It's just a lot of the guys didn't show up to play. I'd say it was kind of similar to like if you have grown up and like had that one team that you can never beat, and you're just always like mentally just like, man, we can't beat this team no matter what we do. It's kind of like that because
Oh, like that.
now the last 4 games we've lost to them. So hopefully we'll be seeing them again this year at our turf. So hopefully that'll turn things around. We didn't have as many guys show up either, so I mean that also played a factor. We had a guy show up to the game but didn't dress because he didn't want to play this team. I
Bro.
was fucking pissed when I heard that. I was like, then don't be on this fucking team. If you don't want
Yeah.
to play all games, don't
Yeah, that's stupid.
yeah. But I don't know. That's semi-pro for you. That's what they do, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, if you're not actually signed to an actual money income contract, I guess you can do whatever the hell you want to.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, so you've had a pretty busy week, is what I've heard,
Yeah.
what I'm understanding.
It's been decently busy. What about you?
Yeah. My week's been pretty busy also. Obviously I had to work. I had a short work week. I only worked Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Because I worked the past Sunday. But yeah, it's been a short week. Emma came down Friday, spent Friday and Saturday night, then left around dinner time yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was good seeing her. I don't know when I'll be able to see her again, if I'll be able to see her again before school ends this year, before she graduates. I might. We'll see. We'll have to see what this weekend's going to play out like. But anyway, yeah, I just had a good, pretty low key weekend. Yeah, I helped get set up for a few outside projects with my dad. So yeah,
Nice.
it'll be a good summer. Getting a lot of stuff put up and fixed and all that stuff. So looking
Yeah.
forward to the summer.
Yeah, weather's beautiful.
I know, weather's beautiful. Yeah, not really looking forward to in a couple weekends, but I mean, that's just life.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, it's just life.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, that's the past week. Sounds like we've had pretty decent weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And we get to show another episode. So that's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. I was looking forward to this week.
I was too.
NFL draft. We got a lot to talk about today, folks.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, before we get into any of those topics, we gotta go into what we always get into every episode. That is drink of the day.
Yeah.
So,
let's go.
Right now, Tommy is 1-1. I am 0-2 or 0-2, whichever way you guys can see it.
Whatever.
But yeah. So I need to step up my game, and I think I know. I might know what Tommy's got, but
Yeah?
I believe you started guessing mine last time, so I'm gonna guess what you got this time. All right.
Sweet. Yeah.
So
I'll crack this thing open so bad.
just
keep
keep a little refresher. Tommy's always gonna have a Mountain Dew. I'm always gonna have a Rain energy drink.
If it's not a Mountain Dew, I will definitely let you guys. I mean, I'll definitely say like, oh, it's not a Dew.
Yep. So, and how this works, I get 3 questions, and then after those 3 questions, yes or no questions, then I take my final shot, my final answer. Unless if I want to take a final shot earlier, but
Yeah.
not planning on that today. So let's get started.
Alrighty.
All right. So I'm gonna start off by saying, or by asking, is this an original flavor? That means original Mountain Dew, Code Red, or Live Wire or Voltage? Live Wire and Voltage, yeah.
Out of those 4, yes, it is. It is one of those 4.
Ooh, it is. Okay. All right. So, would you say this is a cold color, meaning like green, blue, that type? You know what I mean by cold color?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a cold color. All right. Okay. Would you say this one gives you a little bit of a jolt, if you will? This will give you
maybe.
a little bit, a little zip.
You might.
My final, and I think I had this on question number 2. Does Thomas Super have a Mountain Dew Voltage?
Yes.
Let's go. Let's go.
I thought you were going to ask
2,
the question
baby.
right after you said if it was a cold color, because I'm not trying to do repeats yet.
Because I was like, yeah, I know it's not original Mountain Dew.
No, that was first
All
episode.
right, 1 and 2. Let's go. I am jotting that down. All right.
No,
Tommy.
I have my guess that I want to ask just right away. But
you can okay, so you can guess, but that will count as a question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna ask because I actually want to know what it is, but it's just like a hunch because like
okay,
I know,
just let me know what the hunch is after you guess.
After you reveal it, I'll tell you what it is. Okay,
all
so
right.
This rain you have is a black can. Is it a black can rain?
It is indeed a black can.
Sweet. Question 1. Would you say that this flavor actually is this flavor considered a citrus tropical flavor, or is this more like a sweeter, fruitier flavor?
I would say this would fall under the citrusy tropical flavor that you just described. Yes.
Okay, cool. Alrighty. Is this rain in your top 5?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Alrighty.
Hold on. I think I have my notes. We need a verification.
Well, I already know it's you have 4 other options because
no, it's not in my top 5. It's not.
Not in your top 5?
Nope.
Alrighty, cool. Alrighty. Well, I would say that this rain is a rain tropical storm.
Thomas, doing this for the 3rd time, I think you have some sort of screen because it is indeed a rain tropical storm.
Let's go. Okay, I was gonna guess right off the bat. I was like, "Are you gonna make it?"
What was your hunch? Was it tropical storm?
No, I thought it was gonna be white gummy bear because Gage and I had a white gummy bear.
I literally had that in the freezer to like get cold for the episode, but then I was like, no, I want to go out and buy one. And so yeah, I guess you would have gotten it either way. So I have Tommy 2-1. Wow.
Let's go.
I gotta catch up.
I text, so I don't know if you saw the group chat earlier this morning, but I said in my thing like, hey, I have this rain for my check-in, and then he's like, I just had that. And then Gage and I last night had the same basically the same. We were drinking the same thing while we were playing Xbox last night.
Yep. Yes, you were.
And then he's like, bro, you're on like some different level type shit right now. And I'm like, hey,
you've been on to something lately. I don't know what, but so Tommy rocked with the Voltage today. I'm rocking with the Tropical Storm.
Oh yeah.
And news coming out, or news came out.
Yeah.
What you gotta say, Tommy? What we got?
Yeah, so if you guys, I don't know if you guys knew, I knew because I follow Mountain Dew on Instagram. I found out that at the beginning of last week,
Mhm.
Mountain Dew released a new flavor called Summer Freeze.
Yeah.
I think it's just going to be around the summertime, like they always have, like with the Dew SA
USA.
and the
Yeah.
Liberty Dew and all that stuff. So I hope it stays for longer because it's really really good.
It is really good. Yeah.
It literally tastes like I'm drinking a bomb pop, and it tastes so good.
When we
So
got back, when me and the lady went to Quick Trip to pick up my range, she wanted to try the new Summer Freeze, and she got the zero sugar because she's a zero sugar type of
mhm.
gal.
They're
But yeah,
equally as good.
I don't know if she's tried it yet actually, but I'll have to ask her. But
Yeah.
yeah,
What's
no,
that?
it's definitely one of my favorite Mountain Dews.
If it
It's
stays around for longer, it'll probably be up in my top 10, just because like a lot
yeah,
more,
yeah, oh
or in
yeah,
my top 5. I mean, because I like fruitier flavored drinks.
yeah.
Like in my top 5, I had a Voltage and I had the Code Red in my top 5 because I mean I love blue raspberry and cherry flavors, and then this thing just tastes. It literally tastes blue raspberry like for
Yeah.
the base. So, but
It's
it's
like
really good.
it's like
I
voltage,
Yeah.
but with like a summer breeze with it.
Yeah,
That's how I
it's
would
got like,
compare it.
I don't know. The first time I had it, I was like, man, I kind of feel like I'm at the pool right now.
Mhm.
And then I kept drinking. I'm like, man, I'm going back to summer days as just a little squirt, drinking all the bomb pops and stuff. So
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
no, a really good flavor, and I'm definitely gonna be having it again. But
oh, 100%. I got
yeah,
a 12 pack underneath my bed, so I they
of
have it.
the
They have
summer
it.
breeze,
The summer freeze. Yeah, it's
they got a 12 pack already on that.
and well at
Crazy.
Fairway, they have the 12 pack cans, and they have the 6 pack of the bottles of both the zero sugar and the regular
Mm,
at Fairway though. But Fairway's usually on top of a bunch of stuff. So I mean,
gotcha.
shout out Fairway. So yeah,
Good meat market. They got a
they
great
have
meat market.
ribs. The rib racks are coming on sale soon.
Yeah.
I gotta get me some of them. Mwah. It's gonna be so
Yep.
good. Can't wait to start smoking those.
Yeah. But moving into our real first topic of the day, NFL draft. That
Yeah,
just happened this last week. As a Vikings fan, I am really excited.
yeah,
We made some big trades to get more picks, and I think those picks worked out really well in our
oh
favor. We
yeah,
picked up a lot of potential talent. And as also a Gophers fan, I mean, we got a whole lot of guys drafted. I mean, I think it
yeah.
was 14 guys got drafted that were
14,
Gophers.
14
That's
Gophers.
yeah. And some main ones, Tanner Morgan to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and then Mo Ibrahim to the Lions. And
Yeah,
then I can't remember his name, but left guard for them is now at Green Bay. So
yeah. I saw that. I was happy. We finally. I
finally
saw
got a
saw
lineman,
some
huh?
of his film because we watched some like Minnesota film at Wartburg, and I think I
Yeah.
know who he is. And yeah, I've seen some. I watched a little bit of more film of him, and he looks like he can provide a lot for us just because of how injury prone our offensive line can get for the Packers. So
Hmm.
I saw that, and I thought I was happy. Um, yeah, I thought the Vikings had a pretty decent draft. They drafted a wide receiver
Yep.
second round.
Jordan Addison. We picked up Jordan Addison in the first round. He was the
First,
23rd pick. He was our
yeah,
first pick at 23. And kind of putting that into perspective, we have Randy Moss, who was the 21st pick. We have Justin Jefferson, who was the 22nd pick.
yeah,
Percy Harvin, 22nd pick,
yeah,
and now Jordan Addison at the 23rd. So I
yeah.
mean, that's saying like if the pattern continues, man, Jordan Addison, I mean,
He's got a
uh,
bright future.
drafted out of USC, and then our next pick, we drafted his teammate, Mekhi Blackman. I think it's Mekhi Blackman.
Hmm.
DB. So I saw a video on that when they called him before they drafted him, and they said the first 1v1s at practice is going to be Mekhi Blackman and Jordan Addison. So that'd be kind of cool.
Hey, that'll be
but
awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, we picked up Jay Ward, quarterback.
Yep.
No. Jay Ward, he was a safety out at LSU. Jaron Hall, the quarterback. So, and then a couple of variety of different other guys, a nose tackle. I think we picked up a lineman. We got a lot more picks than what we were expecting this year. So.
I think it's safe to say that along with the Packers draft, I think the Vikings and the Packers had a pretty similar like variety of who they drafted. Like they didn't just like focus on like, let's say, defense or offense. It was like a widespread throughout. And I don't know how many total picks that the Vikings had, but I know that the Packers drafted 13 different players.
Yeah, I want to say Vikings was like, I want to say 15, but I very well could be wrong.
Yeah.
But no, a lot of Vikings fans were upset about the first pick being a wide receiver. But honestly, I think that was one of the better picks we could have had. I know all the announcers at the time were thinking we were going to go linebacker, because we got rid of Kendricks. But I think picking up Jordan Addison after we just got rid of Thielen, I think he's going to be a great number 2, alongside with Justin Jefferson and KJ Osborne. Yeah. So, and then we picked up the DB right after. So, Blackman. So,
yeah, I know you guys have normally had a young D-back core. The Vikings have, especially the past couple of years.
I think our oldest, 25 years old.
Yeah. I mean, it's good because you want to give all those, you want to give those kids, the playing time they deserve and looks, just in case, they do need to be traded or if they need to, all that. Especially this past year when they had Patrick Peterson in there to help like develop some of the kids. So mute myself. I had to let one rip. Yeah, I didn't want to burp right into the microphone.
You burped.
I burped. I
wasn't even watching the screen at that time. I thought you ripped as in ripped ass. So I was like,
no.
Whoa.
I had to let one. I didn't want to like right into the mic, but
yeah.
The Vikings have usually had a pretty good, pretty young core, and they get that a good experience, and then they can just especially with recently they've had a lot of older vets to turn to. But yeah, I do believe that Addison will be a great a good combo to go along with those with KJ Osborne and Justin Jefferson. I think he'll fit in pretty well, especially with Kirk, throwing the ball. And I mean, we're given another decent hand man with TJ Hawkinson still with that tight end. He filled Mason Rudolph's shoes pretty well. That missing tight end spot that you guys missed when Kyle Rudolph. I got the wrong one.
Yeah.
No. When Kyle Rudolph left, you guys kind of had like an open spot, and then the Vikings, they have always done pretty good. They've made key moves that they need to, and then they made the trade this last season, and I think that'll be a first Vikings jersey I get. It's a Hawkinson jersey just because he's from Iowa, and
yeah. But
anyway,
it turned out to be a good draft. I think. A lot of us were thinking we were going to be a defensive heavy draft. Yeah. But honestly, I think we had a good round of picks overall. And then to follow up with our new defensive coordinator and having such a young, fast defense, unlike last year. Last year we had more of a slow defense. I mean, Eric Kendricks wasn't really the fastest guy on the field, or like, Harrison Smith is getting old, so his speed's getting down. And then we got Lewis Kine, who should be coming back from his rookie year injury. So this is his real rookie year. But so I'm excited for the future of the Vikings. So But yeah, what do you think about the Packer draft? Who'd you guys pick up?
So first round, we picked up a defensive end from Iowa, Lucas Van Ness, which honestly I didn't see. I didn't see us picking. I didn't see us picking. I mean, I knew these past few times we've been picking defense as our first rounder. But honestly, I was kind of happy to see him because I knew that him and his teammate, who he's going to have to play against twice a year now, in Jack Campbell, were really electric for that Iowa Hawkeye defense. And he had I think just over career, he had 14 sacks in total, and he's not a very heavy guy. He's fast. He's lengthy. He's he's got that speed. Yeah, I just tying him up with Kenny Clark back there on the front line. It'll be awesome to see. And then we drafted wide receiver. I can't think off the top of my. I think it was USC wide receivers. No, Michigan State wide receiver. Who I saw was pretty good this past year. And I knew we needed another wide receiver to fill up Alan Lazard's spot through because of that. And then we drafted a quarterback in the late round, which I was a little iffy on because I knew we were gonna be moving on with Jordan Love. But I mean,
it's good to have a solid backup though that needs
we do
to get some experience. So
yeah. And then my personal was our 7th round pick, defensive back from Iowa State, which I was happy to see, just because Iowa State. I'm an Iowa State fan. Always like to see that. So out of these 7, I believe 7, Iowa and Iowa State athletes that got picked up in the draft. Yeah, I was glad to see 2 of the 7 come to the Packers. Just because Iowa schools, you don't really hear a whole lot about them. Yeah, overall, I had a pretty good. Had a pretty good overall liking of the draft because I knew we needed a. There was some speculation I saw on Twitter because my Twitter feed is a bunch of Packers fans, Uber Packers fans, and they're saying oh, we don't need a kicker right now. Mason Crosby's still doing good. Well, Mason Crosby's been here in the Packers since I believe 2008.
Damn, yeah, about the same time Rodgers has.
He's he's getting up there and pretty old, and in just to save Mason Crosby the leg from kicking off all the time, we can just have our kickoff kicker be the kid we just drafted, and then
a PAT for Crosby.
Yeah. I don't see him past next year. I see him retiring. He's getting up to be that old. But we have seen Adam Vinatieri go to play almost 50, I think.
Yeah, I think he was 48.
Yeah, by the time he retired. But yeah. Overall, I did like the Packers draft overall. I think this was better, and it'll be better centered toward our young rebuilding. We've been rebuilding since 2013, but but yeah, no, it's. I think this will go good. Hopefully it'll go good because because I mean, I'm just happy for it. I want to see how this young group does very well. Yeah. So also from my point of view, I saw a few. So over the 7 Iowa and Iowa State players that got drafted, the Jets drafted in the first round an Iowa State defensive tackle who made school history. In over 50 years, he was the first Cyclone to get drafted in the first round in over 50 years. So he made.
I saw that. Good for him.
Yeah, I mean,
great for him.
I didn't know if he was gonna make a top like a top 32 pick, but I guess the Jets like him. So I mean, you got 3 Cyclones on that team, so I think you'll start seeing Max become a Jets fan just because Iowa State.
Yeah, Max is having the time of his life right now over in Europe.
I know.
So but
Yeah.
he's gonna miss out on next weekend. So that's his
He
fault.
will be. That is exactly his fault.
Yep.
Which, I mean, he's having the time of his life over in Greece, hanging out with Wartburg Choir. But I mean, I kind of also feel bad because, we'll be seeing Gage this weekend. So anyway, yeah. So
But, one other thing, one other thing about the draft: the Houston Texans making moves. They really, they put in work to get that second trade or that trade in to
I saw
get that
like,
fourth. They drafted their first pick. I believe it was the third pick, right?
second pick.
Second
pick. CJ Stroud got drafted.
CJ Stroud, yep, out of Ohio State, and then they traded up to get the next pick, which was Will Anderson, linebacker for Bama. So, and that dude's a dog. That dude's a dog. So I mean, congrats to the Texans. And then they made more moves out of that. They made 12 picks total, I believe. And
not bad.
Or last I checked, I mean, they probably have more now. But they picked an O lineman out of Penn State, wide receiver out of Houston, a defensive end out of TCU, just to name a few. They did. It was one of the more impressive drafts I've seen in a long time. So I mean,
yeah.
And if they don't amount to that, then they should just end their franchise. So
yeah, I mean the only thing they had going for him is JJ Watt, and that was about it.
Yeah, JJ Watt and DeAndre Hopkins, and then
Andre Johnson, back then,
and then Deshaun Watson too.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, speaking of the Texans, they drafted a wide receiver from Iowa State that I thought I didn't know he was going to get drafted. I think he was like a 6th-round pick. Xavier Hutchinson from Iowa State. He's a pretty lengthy, tall wide receiver. Definitely something to accommodate for that team. So I thought that was a good pick. I thought it was a good pick by them. Xavier Hutchinson was pretty underappreciated kind of this past year at Iowa State. He definitely helped. He was definitely a lot more involved when Brock Purdy was back in Iowa State a few years ago. But just to see, I think he'll do pretty good over in the Texans. So I'm excited to see what these drafts these rookies do this next year. I also have a bit of I don't know if you saw this, but we had a rare Cowboys W that we don't see very often.
What was that?
So one of the Cowboys scouts found out that they were going to draft his son.
Oh, yep. Yes, I did. I saw that.
I that was pretty good.
And he got to draft his own son. That was awesome.
I know. I saw that. That was Cowboy. We hate on the Cowboys because how stupid their franchise is, which we're not. No, I hate the Cowboys.
You can't say no diss to the Cowboys because fuck the Cowboys.
I know. We don't like the Cowboys personally, but that's one of those rare moments that you see the Cowboys do. Yeah. So
the only people that don't dislike the Cowboys are Cowboys fans.
Yeah. Okay. So or you're with that one weird person who likes Cowboys for some reason. But anyway. But shall we move on to another segment?
Yeah. Well,
or do you still want to talk about the draft?
No, I think we covered the draft quite well. Just to take a little step back off of these scheduled topics. That's a nice hoodie you're wearing.
Oh yeah, Nice... Had to pull out the
J.I. Strive. Represent. Give him a little turnaround. What's on the back of that?
All right, I'll have to undo my headset real quick.
Yeah. Be sure to check it out at J.I. Strive Apparel on Instagram. We got hoodies, tank tops, t-shirts. And look at that. We got the crown on the back, symbolizing how you are always a king in your own world. All right. So it's just work towards your highest goals, reach your potentials, and exceed. So I just gave them a little rundown of the hoodies and different apparel that they got, where they can find me, where they can find the brand, and all that. So appreciate you wearing that.
I was gonna pull one. I was debating if I wanted to whip it out first episode, but I think episode 3 is fine. So far,
perfectly fine.
I think the only 3 things that you have out were the tank tops, shirts, and the hoodies.
Yep. And then I have another. I have 2 shirts. 2 shirts.
2 different shirts.
Yeah, it's the one with the crown on the front, and then the other one is the pancreatic cancer one. I don't know if you have that one. Do you have that one?
I know. I got this one.
But instead of show them the hoodie, like the letters. So instead of the I, it's a purple ribbon.
Yeah.
Representing pancreatic cancer. But yeah, 20% of the funds go towards pancreatic cancer research.
Yeah.
So but yeah, so just want to get a quick rundown of that. And of course,
this for you, buddy.
Hold on. As always, Rain, Mountain Dew, feel free to give us a sponsor. We're going to be representing you guys every episode of this podcast. So
every single episode,
I feel like we get our money's worth. So you might as well get your money's worth. And hopefully maybe we can get partnership going. Maybe get some exclusive deals. Maybe
I would love.
Who knows? Reach out at strivehivejt@gmail.com to hit us up. Thank you.
Or send us a DM on Instagram at StriveHive Podcast.
Yeah, I feel like email is more official, efficient, professional. I don't know, or you know, give me a call if you have my number. Probably don't, but you know, email me and I'll give you my number. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna give it out on this, but
I was gonna show them the tank top, but I have that's dirty right now, so it's fine.
Okay. So this one is different news that I want to bring up before we talk about what your topic. Yeah. This one, Tommy doesn't even know that I'm going to bring up.
Ooh. New
news that just hit the Twitter feed about an hour ago. Miami Dolphins are looking to trade for Dalvin Cook on the Minnesota Vikings, but they've only offered a 5th-round pick for 2024.
Dalvin Cook's
worth way more than that. Yeah,
or at least a player. Or trade
exactly.
Player for players.
Yeah. So one of the Twitter accounts I follow, and he stays very updated on the news. He doesn't fall for any of the scams or any of that. And then I saw a couple other posts talking about Dalvin Cook with a potential trade to the Miami Dolphins. So that is something that, I mean, I loved Dalvin Cook in his time in Minnesota, but I think it's time for us to part ways. I think Alexander Mattison is more of a dog that fights for the yards. I feel like Dalvin Cook tries to tap dance around the guys, around the defenders a little more. So I want somebody that's going to fight for those extra yards. And yes, Dalvin Cook makes those breakout plays like what he did against the Buffalo Bills or the Indianapolis Colts. But I mean, I have more fun watching Madison play anyways.
I just saw something on my Twitter feed that makes me want to throw up. But yeah, no, I didn't know it was
what?
I'll explain it with this next topic. It'll lead into the next topic. Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway, but yeah, no, that was a little out of the blue.
Twitter's a place, man.
Twitter sucks. No. No. I mean, Dalvin Cook, he's had his moments. He's been pretty. I think first since we noticed his name come up a few years ago, back when we were freshmen in college, we were always talking about Dalvin Cook. He's always had his moments. He's had his moments of greatness.
He was a sleeper for a long time.
He was. But yeah. Anyway, I mean, hey, you guys should get better compensated for Dalvin Cook. I mean, yeah, he's
asking for a lot of money too. So I mean, running backs don't get paid that much anyways. So I mean,
pay the man.
Yeah, don't pay the man.
Don't pay the man. That's a lot of money. Anyway.
What was that? My mic just fell over. What the fuck? All right.
I just see the. I'm like, what?
Yeah. This podcast is all over the place today, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
We're fine.
The more you know.
I just need
Anyway.
more caffeine.
Hey,
Anyways.
crack another in. I think you'll be okay.
Yeah, right.
Don't do that.
Third of
Anyway.
the day.
Yeah. Jeez.
This is two.
Anyway.
This is 2.
That's number 2.
That's number 2.
I've gone to. Well, I mean, I've had 3 rains before, but I've had 2 storms and a regular one, so that's only like
Wow.
700 milligrams caffeine, so it's not that bad. Anyway, as a Packers fan, we touched on this first episode. I want to bring this up. It is official, ladies and gentlemen. Jagger is over there, so happy about it.
Get him out of here.
Aaron Rodgers is now the New York Jets, and I just saw him at training.
Excited.
Yeah,
I just can't have it.
He's happy about it.
Yes,
I mean, he's thrilled. I'm chill with it. It's whatever. And what I said earlier when I wanted to throw up, I saw Aaron Rodgers throwing a pass to Allen Lazard in training camp, so I wanted to throw up, but it's okay.
Did you see that Allen Lazard wanted to get away from Aaron Rodgers, and then Aaron Rodgers just follows him? He's like, "No, I'm with you."
No, I saw that. It was pretty funny. I also saw them. They were at the Rangers game. Those 2 had a sighting.
Yep. Number 8.
Anyway. Number 8.
Number
going
8.
Back to the Cal Bears.
Wow.
Yeah.
That looks stupid.
Number 12 is retired for the Jets because Joe Namath won the Super Bowl in Super Bowl 3. So he's been pretty back then. But I think I heard there's like a thing saying that like he would move to get his number unretired if Aaron got there. And then I think Aaron's like new city, new me, throw on number 8. It's fine, it's whatever.
Yeah.
But I think wasn't it Elijah Moore who had number 8 before, or someone on that team had number 8 before Aaron.
Sam Darnold.
He's 14.
Or Zach Wilson. He was Zach Milfson. Yeah, the MILF man.
The MILF.
What?
Fuck
no,
that.
I swore he was number. Oh,
no, he was deuce.
Whatever.
Anyway, back to that. No,
I don't pay attention to the Jets.
I'm sitting here the whole year. I knew he was going to be leaving just because. I mean, you get, just throughout some of the games, you can just tell like this was his last year, especially that last one where he's had people come up like, "Hey, let me get that jersey," and he's like, "No, I'm going to hold on to this one." So I knew he was going to be ending up leaving. The whole darkness retreat thing was so stupid. I don't know why. I got
Bro sat in the dark for 4 days.
Popping perks, so I mean, probably.
Dude, shit in a corner of a cave, like. I don't know. Did they have toilet paper in there? Was there actual bathrooms? Who knows?
I don't know. But yeah, no. I mean, I hope he does. I hope New York treats him very well. As far as I know, he has. A lot of people are happy.
I hope New York treats him like New York's treated everybody, and that means Le'Veon Bell, Jamal Adams,
Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold is trash anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, he went from one team that was trash to another team that was trash. he went from the Jets to the Panthers.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway,
but,
he's got a lot of people that are happy about the Rodgers trade, like Jets fans. I know there's some Packers fans that are like, I mean, we'll forever love the times that you gave, that Aaron Rodgers gave to us, but it's time to move on. And I think no one's happier that he's gone than Jordan Love.
Yeah,
I saw pictures from him at training camp, and he's got a ear-to-ear smile. So I mean, he's pretty happy about that.
I am excited to see what Jordan Love can do. I mean, that one game he played against Panthers, was it Panthers?
I think it was the Chiefs.
Chiefs? I don't know, but he did really good. I mean, he threw that ball really well, very accurate. So, I mean, we'll see if he's consistent with it. I mean, he hid in Aaron Rodgers' shadow just like Rodgers did with Favre. So,
I think it's his time to shine. Hopefully, he can do the same thing, bring a Super Bowl back to Title Town. So, yeah. Anyway, let's. I had to look at the flag.
But
I had to look at the flag over here. USA. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. We had a pretty big signing coming on.
Yeah, good extension. We had a big extension. Lamar Jackson. Sit down, Jalen Hurts. You're not the most paid quarterback in the NFL anymore. Lamar Jackson's in town. $260 million for 5 years.
Yeah.
Just went up by 10 mil. Let's just casually, let's pay him 10 mil more. And not to bring up the fact he wanted to get paid more and he wanted receivers. He picked up OBJ, and now Antonio Brown's out of retirement.
Out of retirement. CTEs, that camp. Hang on a second.
Put that shit on. You know that. Yeah. So that's an interesting. That's a very interesting receiving core because I mean they're good, but like they've been very well known for their drama off the field. So I feel like this is gonna be like a NBA Brooklyn Nets. I feel like this is gonna be an NBA Brooklyn Nets type of team.
Where their super team only played like 28 games total.
Bust. They're gonna be a bust team. My prediction right now, you guys are hearing this firsthand. The Baltimore Ravens aren't even gonna go past first round of the playoffs. Bust.
I know they're like the Dallas Cowboys right now. They're got so much hype for the season. Here comes playoff time, and it's just gonna right there
sign all these big names, but they can't work together because they want the ball. Lamar Jackson wants the ball. He just wants to run with it. Antonio Brown wants the ball, and if he doesn't get the ball, he's gonna get pissy. OBJ wants the ball. If he don't get the ball, he's gonna get pissy.
He's gonna have his dad come up and show some bad highlights of all that stuff.
Exactly. So I mean, I don't see it working out.
OBJ's gonna take off his pants, go full on nude in a pool, public pool again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. No, that was the Ravens have done some pretty interesting moves.
Yeah.
I don't think that wide receiver core is going to be as productive as everyone's saying. AB hasn't played a game since his little temper tantrum
in Tampa.
When he was Tampa, ironically at the Jet Stadium.
And OBJ hasn't played
since Super Bowl 56.
So I mean,
and he's coming off injury. I guess you took the whole year to rehab. So I mean,
yeah,
maybe he'll be back. Maybe we'll see some prime OBJ. I highly doubt it.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see some good moments. But
you ever split NFL players into categories? Like not like a specific named category, but like this guy is this exact same as this guy. You know, for example, Cam Newton, Todd Gurley, OBJ, Antonio Brown. They all just like fit together because they're just like, you know,
like we're talking like tiny primes and all that stuff.
Very tiny primes, and they think they can come back and do what they did, but they can't. You know,
32 people better than me. Okay, Cam, you're 33. You haven't played shit. We saw what happened in New England.
You came back to Carolina, got that one touchdown, and now I'm back. Like, I mean, I can't talk much shit because I'm not in the league. But
I know I can't either.
I mean,
it's just from a fan's point of view. We're giving a fan's point of view. We're not trying to say they should do this, but
I'm not saying we're better than them, even though. No. I'm just kidding. Is Todd Gurley even doing anything right now?
I think is he still with the Falcons?
No way.
No way.
No shot.
I don't know. I don't even know anymore, bro. Jeez. I don't know. But anyway, I mean, the Ravens have been looking.
He's a former football running back who played in the NFL for 6 seasons. 6 seasons. Wow. I like Todd Gurley too. His
prime ended after he lost the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Ironically, the most boring Super Bowl in the modern era.
Oh my god, yeah.
Punt, turnover, punt, turnover, touchdown, field goal, touchdown, field goal, game over.
Yeah, that's sad because I actually liked watching Todd Gurley play.
I did too.
But
I didn't really much like the Rams back then, but I mean,
yeah. But kind of transitioning out of NFL, Tommy, I think we got something else that needs to be
Yeah.
brought to their attention. What's happened in other leagues that
So,
uh
if everyone's been knowing, the NBA playoffs is going on. I think
mhm.
round one finally finished with the Game 7 thriller with the Kings and the
Warriors?
Warriors, which I saw that series. That was a pretty good series.
It was a
The
good series.
Kings,
I was rooting the Kings the whole time.
I wanted the Kings so badly. Oh my gosh. But anyway, let's go on something closer to home for me. The Bucks lost 4-2, lost the series 4-2 to the Heat. One of the reasons the Heat won that's because Jimmy Butler had an iconic,
Iconic.
not ironic, iconic
Yeah.
56 points. I think game 4. I think that's what it was.
Something like that. And now, ever since that happened, people are like starting up the rumors again saying, is Jimmy Butler Michael Jordan's son, like long lost son?
Hmm.
Have you seen those? Because like Jimmy Butler doesn't know his dad. His dad left him at a very young age. You know, Jordan has another kid with another baby mama that nobody knows about, and how identical they look like, but they don't look that similar, I would say.
As kids, maybe. As full blown adults, no.
Jimmy Butler looking like a tiki mask, bro.
He does look like a tiki mask. Sometimes.
Oh my gosh.
Shave his head and smoke some cigars, and then you'll be fine. Then you might act
for
like
real.
Michael Jordan. But yeah, no. The first round of playoffs has just been injuries for the Bucks. Giannis left game 2 with a back injury. Chris Middleton had to leave because I think he dislocated his finger. I could be wrong. I don't know. I haven't been paying close attention to that series. But yeah, I mean, then you have Brooke Lopez and you have Drew Holiday, who can't pick up the slack that Giannis could pick up, and then the Heat with Bam and Jimmy and I don't know. Is Bam still on the Heat? I haven't been hearing much of Bam.
Bam Adebayo? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is.
Yeah,
He
I mean the Heat. The Heat just
he got
rallied.
hurt or something, or I don't know. I haven't heard much with them, but the Heat they're doing really good. I mean, they took out the 1 seed, so
yeah.
And
I don't know those Knicks. I think that they're tied with the Knicks, or the Knicks took game series. I don't know, but they're playing the Knicks, and ironically, the Knicks are doing pretty decent too. So, and they've been
ironically or iconically.
Ironically, you think that
Yeah.
you think that the Knicks are doing bad. Iconically, Jimmy Butler had a 56 points. So, anyway.
Yeah. So, but we have the Miami Heat taking out the 1 seed.
I know.
And then now we got the LA Lakers taking out the 2 seed.
I know.
The Memphis Grizzlies. And now we got a Bron versus Curry rematch.
In the West, baby.
In the West.
Let me go back to the Memphis Lakers.
Yeah.
Dylan Brooks was poking the bear. I was waiting for Bron to just pop off.
Yeah. Did you see LeBron's post where it was if you see me in the wilderness fighting a grizzly bear, go help the bear. You better help the bear or something like that. It is just a picture of him just flexing, just you know. But
I follow the King on Instagram, and I saw that.
Yeah.
That was funny.
The King, the GOAT. Ooh, that's for another day.
That's for another day.
Another day.
We'll get into that debate when we can get into that debate right now. But
I mean, yeah, the GOAT. My opinion, but
your opinion. But yeah, no, I'll call him the King.
The fact. My fact.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, Lakers Warriors. We'll finally be able to see Bron and Curry in the playoffs.
Back at it.
I think Curry has the edge at 15-7. I want to say. But yeah, we know what happened back in 2016. So yeah,
3-1 lead.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll see what happens.
That regular season doesn't mean anything.
Regular season,
as long as you're in the playoffs.
I know. Regular season don't mean nothing. But yeah. But yeah, no. that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
I mean, you got some young players on the Lakers that are doing pretty decent. I think AD is finally getting back into it after being so damn
He's
injury
finally
prone.
playing. Yeah. Yeah. The first game is tomorrow at 9.
Yeah, we'll see that. I think the Warriors might be a little gassed. They've been getting the foul. Did you watch some of that? The Kings Warriors series.
Yeah. It got heated.
Foul trouble. Okay.
Yeah.
Personally, we're gonna let's. I'm gonna take a step back. Personally, I don't like Draymond Green because he keeps getting compared to Dennis Rodman.
I
He's
don't
not
know
Dennis. He's
many
not like
people that like Draymond Green. There's not many people that like Draymond Green.
Draymond
Yeah.
Green. I don't like him because I feel like he's like too cocky, and he does stupid stuff that. And did you see him step on Sabonis's chest? Or
Stomped on him, yeah, and got kicked out or he got ejected.
One game
got banned.
But come on, like you could have seriously like career-ending injury right there. I mean, you could have like broke his sternum or something.
I'm convinced Draymond's only on the Warriors just to be a person that's in the way, like because he doesn't do much. He just talks, makes dirty plays, and like he's just a big body that is just always in the way. I don't even see him. I don't think the Warriors are going to re-sign him after this year, though.
No, he's getting into much foul trouble, and
he's at the end of his contract too, and he's getting worse, and he's not doing as much as what he used to. Because at least he used to, hustle for rebounds and stuff like that. Now he's just like
crybaby and hitting people, and it's just.
Have you seen the video where he gets up from like falling down, and then he runs all the way across the court and just tackles a dude? Just like, dude doesn't know how to play basketball.
He knows how to hit people, and then he's sitting there and he's talking crap about all of like he said the Grizzlies, you're not going to be a championship team. Yeah, you're going to say that because you just won the freaking ship this past season. Like, of course you're going to be talking shit up high and mighty. But I was watching game 6 and 7 of the Kings. Bro, you're literally smacking bodies around more than you are actually playing basketball. Like
5 years ago, if you were asking me what player do I like on the Warriors, I would have said Klay Thompson. But now I think I gotta say Steph, because I mean, at least Steph isn't always like,
I know, not anymore.
Because Klay's always pointing at his hand saying how many rings he has, while Steph's honestly, I wouldn't say he's humbled, but he's
humbling.
He's humbling. He
doesn't. If we're gonna compare,
if he showboats, it's funny. But when Klay showboats or Draymond or anybody, they're just being dicks. I guess I like Wiggins too because Timberwolves, but
I like Wiggins, and I'm starting to like Jordan Poole a little bit more.
Yeah.
They've been rotating him in with Draymond, and apparently he's not going to be starting a whole lot of this and that's kind of brings up to the reason that he might not get re-signed, or they might not let him like re-sign because of that, because maybe they found a new guy in Jordan Poole. So, but anyway, yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to say the least. Let's go back to Bron and Curry. I feel like this could go to Game 7. I mean, the Warriors just played a 7-game series with the Kings. They played back-to-back, 6 and 7. So that was a very taxing series for them, because I watched Game 6 and the Kings were just nailing threes after three after three, and I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And then I saw, what was it? Draymond Green didn't even slap. Going back to Draymond Green, he was crying because, not crying, but he was like complaining that his head hit something. I didn't even see him hit his head. It just looked like he was just laying down there just to get some publicity. But I saw some of the replay. It might have hit the heel of someone's shoe. But anyway, the Warriors are going to be tired because I
Mhm.
think the Lakers only played to game 6, I believe. So they had a little bit more rest time than.
Yeah, I went to 6 because it
Mhm.
was 4-2. It was a 4-2 series.
Mhm. Wow, we both
But
took a
took a
drink.
swig of our drinks.
I finished mine, so
Mine's just about there. But
made it a
yeah,
little hook over the back.
yeah, kind of getting out of NBA and moving on to NHL hockey.
Oh yeah,
Minnesota Wild. What happened?
Minnesota Wild.
How did you lose Dallas Stars? God, that's so stupid. We choked that. We choked that so hard. I'm not gonna get too much into it because
You're so pissed.
yeah, and went to Buffalo Wild Wings to watch the game, and they scored like 2 goals, and now like the Stars did, and I was like, bro, and I knew it was a win or go home situation. And I was like, I'm going home early, and I ate my wings, and I was out of there.
You're angry eating, just
Yeah, I was having boneless wings at the time.
oh, so
But,
not this.
I was all, that type. Yeah,
like you see in the commercials where you're dipping the wings in the ranch, and the ranch like
yeah, it goes.
that's kind of what you're doing.
Yeah. Shout out to our server though, Sam. He did a damn good job. Brought out our food. He did all the work first off. And made sure everything was right. Probably one of the best beat up servers I've ever had. And I'm going back just because of him.
Do you have a beat ups? Is there a beat ups close to your apartment?
In Rochester, yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, I got there's 2 beat ups in Rochester. There's a north and a south. We went to the north one by Walmart.
Yeah.
But shout out Sam at the north beat ups in Rochester.
Yeah. I can't really say much about NHL. Only thing that I know is that Minnesota Wild has the farm team and the Iowa Wild that plays in Des Moines. And and speaking of farm teams, the Iowa Wolves are with the Timberwolves. They're NBA farm team. So anyway,
yeah.
But anyway, that's that. I can't really say much about NHL. I don't watch it that closely. The only few teams that I've heard that I will actually probably watch are the Wild, the Kraken, if I'm being forced to watch it with Max, and the Blackhawks maybe. But all the people that I knew from the Blackhawks 6 years ago, they all left. So
yeah, went back when they were good.
I know, yeah.
Yeah. So just pissed about the Wild. So
yeah,
but I'll move on.
Yeah.
Now it's mainly basketball and Twins baseball.
Well, we'll talk about the Wild as later episodes come to accumulate when the next season comes around, and we'll talk about NHL when it gets there. But yeah, we'll keep you guys updated with our opinions about the basketball playoffs, and then with the NFL season coming kick on, we'll talk about that coming later too soon. Yeah, that's that.
You got really quiet there for a split second, and I was like, no, we need to keep talking because we have story time.
Story time.
Alrighty. Tommy, give us a little story. What's the story of today?
Yeah. In the past 2 episodes, if you've been hearing us 2 hint about this
I love dreams.
There's a story behind it.
There's a story.
So So when Jagger and I were playing football up at Wartburg.
It was me, Tommy. We had Max there. Was Gage there?
Max wasn't there. I think it was me, you, and
Max was there.
Max was there?
Max was definitely there.
I remember. I don't think Max was there. I think it was me, you, and Gift.
No, it was Max.
It was Max? Okay. Pretty sure. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Max was
Anyway.
definitely there because I remember
Anyway.
him laughing his ass. Okay. Anyways, it was
Okay.
let's just even if it wasn't, let's just say it's
Mhm.
us three.
So, us three, while we were in the height of our football season, well, Max didn't really get to much playing time because it kind of broke him, but we'll get into that later. I'm not gonna give out names, but my O-line coach, second year, we've talked about him. Him and I didn't see eye and eye. Little bit about him. He was interesting.
He was a character.
He was an absolute character. He was always like hyped and stuff. Brought a lot of energy, which is what we needed.
You
But
would never walk past him in the street and think he's an O-line coach either. You never would. Skinny guy.
Well, he lost all that weight. I mean, he was still skinny when he played it for North Central, but anyway. So coach was not like a typical guy that you would try to have, a deep or like a decently long conversation about, just because like how stupid he would bring stuff up. So me, Max, and Jagger, we were walking into the W. I think we were going to a scout team meeting, I want to say.
Yeah.
And Max
we were
was
outside.
Just there. Yeah, we were outside. Beautiful day. And I think it was just towards the beginning of the season. So we're walking in or we're walking up toward the stairs to the W, and we see Coach. So we're like, "Hey, what's up, Coach?" And he goes, "Fellas, how you doing?" We're like, "Oh, just living the dream." And Coach comes over. He goes, "Love dreams," and just walks away.
Yeah.
Just walked away.
It was the weirdest interaction. It's all. He's like, "Fellas, how we doing?" And I'm just like, "Just living the dream, Coach." And he's like, he looks at me dead in the eyes, like we're walking as this is going on.
Yeah.
And he's like, looks at me. "I love dreams."
Just walks away. I think he was walking to the Mensa or something, but and we just like looked at him, we're like, we just
started busting out laughing, and we were just like, that was not a response that I didn't even think could happen. I didn't think you could expect a response like that. And I didn't know what to say after, so we all just like looked at each other and just laughed and walked away. And then we got inside the W and just fucking hurled out laughing, just lost it. Yeah. And that is a moment I am never going to forget.
That is top 5.
Every time somebody says, every time I ask somebody how they're going and they say they're living the dream, that's the first thing that comes to my mind.
Love dreams.
He's all, I love dreams. Yeah.
It's that laser focused intensity.
Right.
Oh my God, that was
dude was something.
It's a short story, but
very short story. But we addressed it a couple episodes back. Episode 1, I believe, is when we brought that up, and
we said we would talk about it.
And now, if we ever say "I love dreams," you guys now know where
you know that story. You know that story, and it's still ongoing with me, Max, and Jagger.
It's always.
We shared with Gage, and that's one of the times we actually saw Gage like lose it, because usually he keeps like his laughing in check, and he's just like he just lost it.
Yeah, he's typically like a
more reserved kind of guy. Like yeah.
He's like yeah. That's Gage for you, but
that's Gage.
Yeah. And then one other quick fact about this coach. Every morning practice, this dude would take a tub of pre-workout, Total War, throw it in his coffee maker, and brew that shit. And he would have hot pre-workout. For
it's making my stomach. It wasn't even like the good
before
flavor.
every practice. It wasn't a good flavor either.
Dude, he put it in with his coffee. He in an O-line meeting. It's 7 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Hang on, kids. 1, 2, 3 scoops. coffee. It was watered down too, blender, and he had this like 60.
Yeah.
He had like this like 50, 60 ounce like tumbler or like a hydro flask, and he was shaking the shit out of it and like making a
It was
loud
like
noise.
it was like a
Every-
brown purple thick
Oh.
mixture, and it was
So gross.
it looked like lake water, like dirty lake water.
Something you
and-
see coming off of a trout.
Yeah,
Oh God.
and
Dude.
that was our O-line coach,
O-line.
and he was
O-line
he was-
meetings.
He was crazy.
So if you were ever thinking about falling asleep in class, he'd call you out, say that, and he'd go, "Wake the fuck up. It's not time to sleep. Sleep at night." I'm like, Jesus, coach. Okay,
Yeah.
relax. It's
He was
7 in the morning.
He was intense, very
24/7.
intense.
24/7.
I mean,
intense.
outside of football, intense. Does he have a wife?
I don't even know if he. I don't know.
I don't
He
know if he has
might.
a wife or kids, but
I don't think he has kids. He might. Yeah. I think he has a girlfriend. I think when I last talked about it, but I haven't seen him since I left. So I'm okay
don't
with
plan
that.
on seeing him again either.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah,
He always shaved his head, so
yeah.
he's bald
Mhm.
too.
He was a bald guy. Yeah,
I know he'd
But,
always say keep it simple. Around the head, just I'm like,
keep
Okay.
it simple and brew your pre-workout with your coffee.
oh my God, this
Makes no sense, but
he was so dude.
he's a character.
Going from Coach Tui,
Mm-hmm.
to the next year having coach.
To him, yeah.
Oh my God, dude, linemen lost weight. If we fucked up twice in a row, he made us run the entire
yeah.
like
He
boundary.
was all
of the
about
football.
keeping the lineman conditioned, which
And
honestly is a good thing.
You know what's the stupid thing? And I was glad I'd rather run than wait till every lineman was done, including
Mhm.
Jose
Jose
and Hurd.
and Hurd. Oh my
Bringing
god.
up the back in spring
Yeah.
practice. He made Isaac and Dylan do abs
Yeah.
until they got done. And then
yeah.
I'm like, dude, he sucks. He'd make him do boats. Dude, that was the worst core workout ever.
But
That was so dumb. Yeah, you'd
Glad
have
to
to
be
sit on the side. Okay, just a rundown of what boats were. Hands up, you're sitting basically on your butt like a boat, and you'd have to turn over on one side and hold it,
rock back and forth.
and turn and hold, rock back and forth.
Yeah.
You would do that until the last O lineman got back. And sometimes he even made the tight ends run.
But
And who was the tight ends coach at that time? But anyway, like I thought the tight ends coach was intense. Sometimes he would come over after he made the tight ends run, and Coach Fraley, no, not Coach. It wasn't Fraley. It was someone else. I can say Coach Fraley. I don't give a shit.
that's his name.
Yeah,
Don't
his
wear
name
it out.
is. Yeah, he'll come and shove some Total War in your mouth.
He's gonna shove some dreams in your mouth.
Anyway,
He loves it.
I was trying not to bring names, but
That's
Coach,
fine.
we'll just leave the last name. So Coach Fairley, he would go and he did kickoff return for some of this stuff, and the tight ends coach would come over. He's like, "I'm sorry, guys. Like, I'm intense. This is like 5 times more intense. I'm sorry," and like just walked away. We're like, finally.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I felt so bad, especially for like some of the offensive linemen that had like really strong, but also like weighed a lot more.
Yeah.
I felt so bad, and like he'd always complain why me and Buddy were Buddy's a nickname for one of the other O linemen back at Wartburg. Me and Buddy, we'd weigh in at like 250. 255, and Buddy would weigh in. I would weigh in like at 250, 255 at my heaviest, and Buddy would weigh in at 230. And he kept telling us to like shove Mensa food down your throats. And I'm like,
He wanted you to get fat but get skinny at the same time.
I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like, you're having us. There was one time we ran 4 laps. We ran 4 laps in the entire span of the individual period.
That's a mile. That's
That is
damn
a
near a
mile.
mile. That's
That
damn
is-
near a mile.
That is. We did
Well, around the
twice.
football field, it's not.
Yeah, but
But
it was
around
still
the
there.
track, it is.
And then you have other position groups doing stuff around the edge of like the D-backs.
Linemen ran more than running backs.
The running
far.
backs, luckily the running backs and like the linebackers and D-line were all like inside the actual like outline of the football field. But like you have the D-backs that were used the sideline as like for their station, and the wide receivers would go run routes off that. So we're running into those groups. We did it 4 times, and our head coach was like, okay, this is the 4th time. Seriously, guys, like get your heads together. And he's saying like we've only messed up 3 times, and he made us run 4 times.
Yeah,
and
that's football, man. They get intense on you and all that jazz. But it is all for you. It's all over with now, so you ain't got to worry about that.
Yeah.
Anymore.
Well, playing wise, it's all over. Coaching wise, definitely not going to be like fairly. Well, I mean, I'm going to bring some.
You ain't gonna be running as a coach.
I'm not going to be making them. I'm not going to be making them run unless like they did something stupid. Like, because I'm planning to teach high school football. Like, if then they try to sneak booze out of a gas station, I'm making them run most of the entirety of practice. You can't be underage and stealing bottle of Jack. I mean, come on, be smart about it. At least get someone else to do it for you. But no, I mean, like there's times where I'll make them run. Where I'll have to make them run. There's other times where I'm like, okay, like I guess you guys are messing up. I'll make you do like up downs, like 5 up downs, or like
as a coach should, but
not making them run.
Yeah,
do conditioning, especially when we had to do conditioning at the end of practice too. God, there were some horrible practices. I was like, this sucks. We ran. I swear, half the practice, we just ran. Don't do that.
Yes, we get it. Okay, Jesus, fucking shut up.
Fucking hated it. Anyway, that's the I Love Dream story. That's a little bit about my experience, story time, in practice, and Jagger can attest to that. How it was definitely a step up from high school to college. It's that intensity that we were not expecting. So
but I mean, I don't think anybody goes in expecting how intense it gets. You just kind of adapt to it, and even like. I heard people going from college to NFL, completely different state of mind. But just a little bit of updated news. Next week we will be having our very first in-person podcast.
Let's go.
We got Tommy and we have a special guest. You guys will see who that special guest is next week. Coming over to my place. We're going to get set up, have a nice little setup going on, maybe pass the microphone around a little bit. We'll see how that goes. And it's going to be a great time. We're going to have a lot of fun. Get to know about our guest. And it's going to be a great weekend. Weekend.
I cannot wait for this weekend.
It's going to be a good weekend.
It's going to be a great weekend. I know we've talked about you have a game on Saturday. That me and our guest will be
Minnesota Mud Dogs.
Hey, that's at home, isn't it?
Yep.
Back in your guys' turf.
Yeah.
Right, cool. I'll have to get like the route to get there because I think we'll be going to your apartment first, and then what time?
You guys are coming up Friday, right?
Maybe. I personally. Well,
you said yes last night.
Well.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. You dropped it in. What? Surprise, surprise. Gage is
all right, Gage is coming over. Surprise. Woo, okay.
Anyway, this is so stupid. Anyway,
whatever. I'm over it.
Gage. I mean, I was gonna chip in for gas anyway, like top off or fill up his tank before we left. I work till 4. I'll get there about 7 o'clock. Yeah, on Friday, and then if we leave, we'll definitely get there kind of later in the night.
Well, I know Gage said it'd make more sense to come up on Friday, which it does. So
it does.
Which I need to know so I can have an early day off of work. So
we'll probably end up doing Friday. If anything changes, it'll be because I'll be working later. But I don't see myself working later than I have to because
cool.
I'll probably start packing the next couple days. I got Saturday off, which I was like, I definitely need this off. But rumors were having it. Grandpa's funeral was gonna be that week, and then we moved it to weekend after that. So Yeah.
Sending thoughts and prayers
Yeah.
to Tommy and
Thanks.
his family.
Yeah.
Tommy lost a loved one this last week. So
Yeah.
if you guys
It
can,
was.
definitely spread the love over his way. But
Yeah. Yeah. It's never easy. Especially like when Grandma passed away. Back in 2017, it really took a toll on my brother and my mom because she kind of passed around my mom's birthday. And it took a heavy toll on it. And that's also taken a heavy toll because now mom doesn't have any of her parents living anymore. But it took a heavier toll on me because I got really close to grandpa. Especially like the past few years, he took me to some tractor rides. I was always like the one person he would ask to like help out with stuff, and I got to do the fun stuff like we're cutting down trees, starting a big ass bonfire. We lit a piano. We basically blew up a piano in
oh,
the
that's
middle
dope.
of the prairie. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. But yeah, no. He's been battling for the past few years. He was battling cancer. And then Friday morning, I think, was when he passed. Which I kind of, it's gonna sound bad. I already made peace with it. Like I knew he was going to
No,
die.
I mean that doesn't
Yeah.
sound bad at all. I mean, I've had members pass where like you knew it was gonna be within the next week, next 2 weeks, within the next month. So it's kind of you
Mhm.
expected it, and
Yeah.
then like, but I mean, even when the day comes, it's still not
It's still like,
easy. So I mean, it's
you
never
know,
easy. So, um,
yeah. But yeah, so we went up, we said we saw him for the last time, April 9th, which was a few Sundays ago, which was like first Sunday, I think, in April. But then we got told it was going to be like days, maybe a week, may not last to the end of the week. And then we got told, well, he might not make it to next week after that. And then it got to, he wasn't going to make it till next week after that. And then
mhm.
finally he got moved to the hospice care. And then the next morning, he passed away.
Yep.
But yeah, it's something not easy to go through.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, I'm really good with holding my emotions in, and it's something like we already kind of like after it was just a very quiet car ride back. I
Yeah.
mean, it was 5 hours from Lacrosse back to Des Moines basically, and it was like kind of quiet. No one wanted to talk because he just looked so bad and everything.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, no, he's in a better place. He's back with grandma again. Back with some of his high school buddies. Back with his parents. So yeah, he's at better peace and finally because he was just going through so much pain the past couple weeks and all that. Well, it wasn't all entirety. It wasn't his fault. There were a couple things he probably shouldn't have done. Like he he asked my aunt to bring some Templeton Rye whiskey
Yeah.
up and sneak into the hospital and
But I mean, if you're living your last few
couple
weeks,
weeks.
you're
Yeah,
gonna do whatever the hell you want to do. You
yeah.
can't say
So
no. You can't say no. You can't have whiskey.
yeah, no.
But
I mean, he was asking the doctors that day. He's just like, so can I have? Can I do whatever I want? He's like, the doctors are like, sure. He's like, can I have?
yeah,
Can I have some Templeton Rye, like whiskey, basically? And they're like, sure.
yeah.
He had a
Uh,
glass of that, but I mean, yeah, But yeah,
oh,
it was very
cream.
taxing.
I missed that.
Oh
But
no. But yeah, no. It was a very taxing week. It was Friday when I got the text, and mom and dad have been trying to deal with it, trying to get stuff around, and mom and my aunt have been getting stuff around, all that. But turning into some good news for the week or from the past week, I found out that I am a confirmed driver in this tractor ride that is going to happen in Marshalltown, which is like an hour
hey,
northeast. So I saw that I was on the official list, dude. There's so many.
there you
There's
go.
so they had like an Excel document.
Yeah. How many people?
I,
How many people are in that driving?
there's so many. There's so many. There's like
None. You don't know a number?
I don't know a confirmed number, but
Ah,
there's five full pages of drivers alphabetically. Like
Wow.
I'd say probably there's like 100 names per list. It's a big thing. It's just all that. But
Yeah, people get real into that. Me personally, I'm not a big tractor guy. I know you are. Big John Deere.
I once back
See that
to
tractor in his top left corner of the screen? That's his whip right there.
that's one of my whips.
Yeah.
This photo over here is with on the other tractor. That's Grandpa, and then me and my brother when he first got this tractor remodeled. Which both of these tractors are in the garage, put away for right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously you can see I'm a big I bleed green, even though I have red tractors. Yeah. Speaking of green, I was gonna see if I could probably get a deal because my grandpa's neighbor that he has like old John Deere tractors just all over the place, and some of them looking pretty pristine condition, and others don't run. I probably only like a few of them run, but yeah, I'm gonna see because I'm gonna see if I can. If it's seized, I have a way of getting it to start because of what I've seen off of YouTube and just like other mechanic things I know how to do. Like if I could just get it to, if I can get it to at least turn over, maybe I'll see if he would like slide me a deal, but I don't think that's gonna happen. He's one of those where like I'd like some money for this, but anyway, I have to pick up the trailer. I have to pick up the trailer, so I have that for June. I can haul my tractor over. I have to haul my aunt's tractor because she's coming with me on this ride. So
nice.
Yeah, all the final list will come out May 2nd for that. But yeah, that's just a hint of what my summer's going to look like. I think we've talked about other things that we're doing.
We got many plans for the summer. All right,
many plans for the
plenty
summer.
of plans. So, but that really
21 turning 21 this summer.
Yep, 21. But that really wraps up this episode.
Yeah, and it on a somber note, guys. I apologize, but
episode trace. Let's
yeah,
keep this going. We're going strong. We're posting consistently. You guys are showing the love.
Yeah.
And we're slowly growing. But hey, we're doing this for fun, and hope you guys are having fun with us. But Tommy, where can they find you on social media?
So I've said this past episodes, but for those who are new, I'm on Instagram.
We're just gonna say it every episode.
Yeah, we'll have new viewers the whole time.
Exactly.
So you can find me on Instagram at Tombo Legend 67 on Instagram. And then where can they find you, buddy?
Instagram. You can find me at IggyJ24 IGGYJ24. Personal training account / fitness account PT Jagger. That's the letters P, the letter T. My microphone is all over the place. This is the first time it's ever done this. I'm just gonna take.
Why is it the same episode?
I'm just gonna take it off the stand. But yeah, PT Jagger. That's my fitness account, and I got a good glare going in right now. And then you can find us on our Instagram page at Strive Hive Podcast. We'll be sure to post funny clips, cool clips, controversial clips on our Instagram. Not too much posted right now, but we will get there.
We will get there. It's a slow road to all this editing stuff.
Slow road, but
we'll get there.
Not much editing, I'm gonna be honest, but
yeah.
But anyway,
yeah,
and then the apparel brand JI Strive at JI Strive Apparel on Instagram. And thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate the love and support. Like, comment, subscribe. If you guys have ideas for us to talk about, please feel free to hit us up via DM or email at strivehivejt@gmail.com. A lot of striving around. And Hive.
If you guys also have other topics that you guys want to talk about, DM us personally. Send us you get us in contact as much as you can, and we'll try to get back to you as soon as we can. I know this weekend we're gonna have a pretty awesome weekend. We might be pretty
great
busy.
Weekend, great episode. Be sure to tune in.
Yeah, be sure to tune in. We'll give you guys constant updates on the Instagram page about episodes dropping and potential things to look forward to in the next episode. So
Yeah, new news, new updates, all that jazz.
well, we can't really bring up the new news because
Oh yeah, not
It's
until the
just
next episode. But
Yeah,
like,
well-
if we're doing anything cool, if we're gonna drop any merch, we gotta let them know. Of course.
yeah, we gotta let them know, and we
But-
might get
We
to
might.
merch. Right, and she
Some
said,
tank
stay
tops,
tuned.
some hats, some shorts, some undies, socks.
Strive have undies.
Yeah. But yeah, appreciate you guys for watching. And we will see you next week.
Yeah.
All right.
Peace.
Deuces.